Welcome to this episode of A Real Change TV. Hey, it's Sandi Krakowski. Grab your pen and paper. Today we're going to talk about Facebook engagement ratios. If you haven't heard, Facebook has actually changed their entire website so that now there are open graph searches run very similar to how search engines work, but even more specifically. And the number one thing that Facebook is aiming for is engagement. On your business page, nothing is more critical than your engagement ratio. We've been teaching engagement tactics for the last 4 years. So our clients who have been following everything from WordPress 1 and 2 to social media cash conversion and then our pay-per-click class are having no problems whatsoever with their engagement ratios with all of Facebook's changes. As a matter of fact, they're talking about this score has gone way up, beating their competitors by a landslide. So how can you raise your engagement factor in 3 easy steps? Step number 1, make sure that you are posting consistently. Many of you have heard me say this before and you wonder whether or not it's going to work. Here's my challenge for you. For 30 days, post once per hour every single day from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. You can actually pre-schedule some of these with Hootsuite if you'd like, but I want you to come onto your page and communicate, comment, reply back to people for 5 minutes every single hour. Now, obviously, we have 118,000 people on our page. The amount of time that I spend within Facebook and Twitter and Instagram totals about 2 hours per day. But I'm telling you, 10 hours per week to generate over $5 million through these 3 channels alone in just 12 months, would it be worth it to you to just make 10% of that? Many of our clients have gone from 0 to over 12,000 people on their page in under 120 days and making an extra couple $1,000 by doing exactly what I just taught. So post once per hour and get back on the page at least 5 minutes per hour, which by the way is less than an hour per day. If you don't have an hour per day to communicate with your clients, you should rethink your business. Engagement ratio factor number 2. Make sure that you're providing consistent, different content. Content is king when it comes to the engagement ratio factor. Make sure that you're using posts and you're doing pictures and you're doing regular communication. Even ask questions, not just questions so you can get people to answer you, but questions that people are sincerely interested. Go back to my book, Read Their Mind, which you'll find on my website at arealchange.com. You can download it for free and find out what interests your clients. Bring consistent, regular content, and then you'll have people talking back to you and your engagement ratio factor is going to go way up. Third tip that so many people miss. Make sure that when you're posting consistently and you're providing regular content, that you don't just become a one-note tooted horn. I want you to have content about everything. About not only your product and service, but also your company, about you personally, about what's going on in your life, about what interests people, about real life issues going on today. My friends, this is not a billboard where we squawk and talk about our product all day long. If I come to your page and I don't even scroll down the screen, so I'm doing it within one fold on my computer monitor or my laptop, and I see your product mentioned at least 4 times in that fold or 5 times, you've done it way too much. You should be mentioning your product once or twice per day or your service. And the rest of the day, have real live relationship. Oh my gosh, that's a revelation, eh? It's exactly what God created us for. That's why it's my belief that there's never been a better time to love your customers, love people, create a real change, and impact their lives through social media. I've given you 3 tips on how to raise your engagement factor. I want you to apply them for the next 7 days. Then go on to 14 days. And if you're very serious about your business, do it for 30 days and let me know how you do. I look forward to talking to you guys next week on A Real Change TV. Talk to you soon.